With spring right here on our doorstep, daylight savings time just around the corner, and Easter and Passover coming up, you're gonna need to make some serious great eggs with all of those hard-boiled eggs you're gonna be cooking up. So today here on Sonya Sweet and Spicy Kitchen, I've got my Instant Pot, I got my eggs, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling with some serious, amazing, spiced deviled eggs. So let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to Sonya Sweet and Spicy Kitchen. I am Sonya Paz, your spice master here today. Hey, like I mentioned, it is that time. Can you believe we are already right there on the doorstep of spring? Crazy, right? I know. This is the most awesome recipe. It's a little bit country with a little modern spice twist to it. But before we get started, go right down below, hit the bell, and subscribe to my channel so that you can get apprised of when I have new and flavorful videos coming up. So here we are. I've got my Instant Pot, I've got my deviled egg recipe, and we're gonna make this thing happen. So I've got about 10 eggs here that I'm gonna be putting into my Instant Pot. I'm gonna show you how we do that. Super easy. You save so much time with not having to boil everything on the stove. But I will add both methods of cooking the eggs, both on the Instant Pot as well as on the stovetop, so that you know, if you haven't done this before, this is certainly a really fast method using the Instant Pot. I used to do everything on the stove, but when I realized how easy you can cook eggs in this, oh my God, so easy. So what my ingredients are here today is I have 10 eggs we're gonna cook in there. We've got mayonnaise. I have Dijon mustard. I actually put a little bit of Dijon honey mustard just to change it up a little bit. I have a little bit of salt and pepper. I have Sonya Sweet and Spicy with, I've chopped that up super fine. And I also have a little bit of the juice that we're gonna drizzle in there just to cream it up, make it nice and creamy. And of course I have paprika, and I don't know if you can see this, but this is smoked paprika. It's super rich. It gives it a really nice, toasty, smoky flavor. So we're gonna get this Instant Pot going. I'm gonna show you how we do the eggs, and then we'll be back. Okie dokie. So we have our 10 eggs in the Instant Pot. I have 2 cups of water, and I have the little wire metal trivet at the bottom. You definitely want your eggs to be sitting on that little wire trivet because you need space between the eggs and the bottom of the Instant Pot liner. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set for manual, 8 minutes, already set at 8 minutes. I'm gonna let it do its thing. Make sure that the top is set at the top so that it doesn't allow any pressure to come out. Whoop, there we go. It's gonna go ahead and automatically start. We're not going to do a quick pressure release because it is hard-boiled eggs. I'm just going to go ahead and let this do a natural pressure release. You can do a manual pressure release, but I always just let that go, do its thing, and do a slow pressure release so that everything... All right, so we did a natural pressure release. We're going to open this up, and of course, there we have our eggs. We're going to take these out, and we'll start getting prepped on the next step. All right, as you see, I have all my ingredients here, and our eggs are all cooked. I've gone ahead and taken them out of the Instant Pot, and I put them in a little bit of an ice water bath, and then put them in the refrigerator just so that they're fully cooled. Now, I'm gonna show you the coolest thing about this, this method of doing this is that they're gonna be so easy to peel. So just kind of crack them around. I'll move this over here. Super duper easy. Move the spicy, sweet and spicy over there. And this is just gonna literally just peel right off. Something about the pressure of the Instant Pot that just gets it doesn't make the shell stick for some reason. So I'm just gonna go ahead. These are super easy. I'm gonna just go ahead and do this really quick, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna slice these with my super sharp knife and start getting our things going here. All right, so that was fast and quick. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start taking these out, and I've got my sharp knife, And I'm just going to cut these quite swiftly, just like this, and you get a nice perfect slice. You really should make sure that you have a super sharp knife because that just really helps getting this cut so that you get beautiful slices, and then it's going to look really pretty once we have our mixture on top. Now, I went ahead, also just want to mention that sometimes you don't get all of the shells, so I went ahead and just kind of rinsed these off underwater just to get any little remnants of shells, because that's one thing you don't want, is to get eggshells inside of your mix. So every now and then you're going to get a funky one, but that's all right. We'll make that work. Voila. Now, what I'm going to do is take my bowl, and these, you should have no problem getting these yolks out. Now, I will say that not everything is perfect, not all of these come out, but you could still make this work even if it turns out just a little funky. Well, you know, like this one. So if you recall my tuna recipe on how we fluffed up the tuna with a fork, well, we're gonna do that same type of thing here with the fork on these yolks. These are fully cooked. There are, you know, you wanna make sure that your egg yolks are fully cooked, because there's nothing worse than having them not be cooked, and then you end up with just, you know, it's not going to turn out really well. All right, fluff this all up, and then we're going to start adding in our mayonnaise, our Sonya Sweet and Spicy, and our Dijon. So we've got everything here, and we're going to start adding in our mayonnaise. Just add that in. But of course, if you like more mayonnaise or if you want more mustard, then please add that to taste, whatever you like. But now the magic ingredient here is, of course, the Sonya's Sweet and Spicy. We're going to go ahead and throw that in there because this is what's going to make this so amazingly yummy. I'm going to throw that in there. And of course, the juice from the jar of the jalapenos is going to add a bit of creaminess to this. So that is the only real wet ingredient we're adding. And then we're going to add our salt and pepper, just like this. We're not adding in the paprika because that is going to be mainly used as a garnish. So I'm going to go ahead and just start mixing this all together till it's smooth and creamy. Look at that. This is going to be awesome. You're going to get that awesome flavor of the Sonya Sweet and Spicy, the jalapenos, along with the sweetness of it, which is really that key ingredient. All right, so there we go. This is beautiful. And this is gonna work out really well. And we're gonna start putting these right on top of these little eggs. These little eggs are naked, and we're gonna get them all dressed up. So we'll come back. All right, so I like to get a little creative. So I just take just an average baggie or little plastic bag, the kind that does not have a gusset at the bottom, that just has the straight edge. And I've gone ahead already and filled up my, my baggie with my deviled egg mixture. And we're gonna start filling these up. And I'm just going to cut just a little bit off of the, now make sure you throw that away. That is the last thing you need, is to get that stuck inside of any of your eggs. So now I'm gonna show you something. You can theoretically take your spoon and do one of these numbers. Fill that in and fill that in like that, turn it, and you know, make a nice little mound. And that's acceptable, totally. I like to get a little fancy. I like to give it a nice little, little dollop of, just makes it look a little cuter. And we do that just by taking this and just kind of making a nice little, like that. And you can get it kind of piled high on there. So we're gonna start putting these on our plate. I always fill in the bottom first, just like this. And it is gonna be a little bit, it's gonna be a little thick coming out because you do have the Sonya Sweet and Spicy, but you just kind of go in, do that, make a nice little dollop. So I'm gonna fill the rest of these up and we will be back. All right, so I have my deviled eggs here and I got my paprika, and I'm just gonna take a little pinch. I'm gonna just start adding just a little bit of color to each of these. Doesn't take a lot. Seriously, it does not take a lot. You don't want too much on there because, you know, you want to just add it for color. And I love the color of this smoked paprika because it's darker than regular paprika. It just has a nice real pretty color to it, and just against this yellow, it is just beautiful. So we're gonna just add this here, right to there, just roll it right on top, and there you have it. In fact, a little bit more here. There we go. So there you got it. We have our deviled eggs, and we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. All right, what do you think? Are these beautiful? I think they are fabulous. So I'm gonna go ahead and give one a try and see how this is. Well, I already know they're gonna be amazing, but for your sake, I just wanna go ahead and give it a good tasty. It's got my Sonya Sweet and Spicy, you've got Dijon mustard with a little bit of honey in it, you've got your mayonnaise, you've got the yolks of your eggs that we did cook in the Instant Pot, which made it super duper easy, and we're gonna give it a try. Sonya Sweet and Spicy, I can smell it already. So good. I love this. I love this. I could eat this whole plate myself, but I don't know if my cholesterol will be able to handle all of this. But these are amazing. Super easy. I mean, you don't have to use the little piping bag routine or the little trick that I showed you, but it makes it kind of cute. It makes a little dollop. If you end up using a piping tip, anything that with a pattern on it, just make sure you chop those jalapenos up super, super fine. Another winning, amazing recipe using Sonya Sweet and Spicy. This channel is called Sweet and Spicy Kitchen because I like to show you different recipes that I have created using my jalapenos. So if you're interested in purchasing my jalapenos, you can go right here to sonyasweetspicy.com. That's pretty much a wrap today, everyone. This is your go-to beautiful, amazing, tasty, creamy, scrumptious, and delectable deviled egg recipe for all you angels out there. Make sure you check me out here on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at sonyasweetspicy.com. So as you know, here on Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen, I am always chopping and slicing, dicing and cooking, roasting and toasting. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up because this is too good for words, and I will catch you next time. Have a great week, everyone. Take care. Bye.